interview, ICICI Bank CEO Chanda Kochhar has promised to crack the whip on errant promoters. Speaking exclusively to Latha Venkatesh, Chanda Kochhar said ICICI Bank would use the powers given to it by RBI to convert loans to equity and dislodge defaulting promoters. Kochhar added the bank loan problem is under control and fresh additions would start falling. Here's an excerpt.
I think the work is moving in the right direction. There will still be additions to NPAs, but I still think that these additions should be lower than what it was in the last year.
There are a lot of companies which are already default grade with the rating agencies. I mean, GMR, GVK, Lanco, JP. JP went into default recently, but they're all standard assets with you. Why is there this discrepancy?
Also because that, in any public instrument or otherwise, even if there's one-day default, in terms of credit rating agencies, they do turn D. Whereas as far as banks are concerned, I mean, there is this little bit of curing period. On day one, you don't make them NPAs.
Yeah, you have 90.
Yes, so I think that's really one big difference.
Okay. What's the extent to which you think you and actually the industry expects you to take the charge more because you are the leading private bank? To what extent have you been able to use the SDR or will be able to use the strategic debt restructuring? Do you think in the next quarter we will be able to see you spearhead and force a weak promoter to sell his asset to a strong promoter?
Absolutely. I think, this is a very good tool and we would be and we are using it, very effectively. First, actually, let me take a step back. That even if we may not call some of the actions as SDR, but we've clearly been working with promoters to sell their assets. And as I said, in many cases, it is not just non-core assets. It's core assets that have been sold. And they have been sold only because we have done almost something like an SDR, without calling it an SDR, but actually clearly brought about a change in management when those assets have been sold to another management. Similarly, even under the formal structure of SDR, we would be taking steps. We are already as we speak, going through some of them, and you will definitely see more and more action.
We'll tell you what else Chanda Kochhar told Latha, that more than an interview coming up for you at 9 p.m. on India Business Hour.